Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's intraday analysis video brought to you by the creators of proprietary price, pattern, and time methodology. Learn the PPT strategies and profit for life. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. All right, guys, let's get into the video today on this Tuesday, May 21st, 2013. Markets are trading near their highs of the day. Another update on the markets. Not surprising at all. Why? Well, this will be the 19th consecutive up Tuesday. All right, and again, that's an amazing thing to behold. Basically, I believe if you add up the gains on the Dow Jones Industrial Average over the course of those now 19 consecutive days, you're really around 1,300 points. That's an amazing feat. Tuesdays have by far been the best day for the markets. Just unbelievable. So today, unless we see a sharp sell-off into the end of the day, we should have another up Tuesday. The Dow is up 89 points, so add that to the mix. S&P's up 8. NASDAQ is up 14 on the day. NASDAQ is not quite as strong percentage-wise than the other indices, mostly because of you have Apple down $1 and Google's down a little bit, Baidu's down a little bit. I mean, there's a couple tech stocks that are large players that are down on the day, so that's dragging that index down just a little bit. All right. Looking at the charts here, again, I mean, what else can you say? The market's here making a new all-time high on the SPY. This is the SPY 10-minute for those of you that are curious. So each candle is 10 minutes long, so it gives us a good intraday view of what the market is doing. Here's today, here's yesterday, and so forth all the way back. If I zoom out, you can clearly see again, I mean, look at where this market has come from. It's been an amazing run. Really, the last pullback was right here. We pulled back to 153, and now you're at 168. I mean, that's a 15-point move on the SPY, the equivalent of something in the range of about, 10% or so. I mean, really, right around 10%. So 10% gain just since mid-April, and really, it's only, mid to late May at this point. So in about a month and a week or so, 5 weeks, the markets have gained almost 10%. This has been one of the most historic runs I've ever seen of a market that is trading at the highs. If you go back to 2009, I mean, well, then that's different. 2009, the markets were all the way down here, and you had this amazing run where you basically gained, close to 60% right there in that move, but we were trading at dead lows off of panic of a major, collapse across the board. So, I mean, if you look now to see this type of move up in the markets that are always already extended to this extent, that is quite something right there. And again, from this low, just to give you guys a sense, all right, just to give you a sense, the markets from this 66 low, 70 low on the SPY are nearing 150% gain from that low. It's amazing, folks, from 2009. Here we are, 3-4 years away from that point, and up 150 almost percent on the S&P 500. Here's your chart on the daily chart. So again, this is your daily SPY. Notice the dramatic move up since this last pullback that I just showed you on the intraday, and you can see it's just going straight up. You've had one pullback day along the way. Really, again, you had up days here, one pullback, one pullback, one pullback. Aside from that, it's been vertical. Now, we are coming into a holiday weekend, so that makes me think that even more so, they could try to keep this market floating at least until after the holiday into next week, and we might be able to add another few hundred points on the Dow. Next Tuesday will be an interesting day to see if we have another up Tuesday as well. Remember, Mondays the markets are closed in observance of the holiday. All right, a couple other things to go over here. Let's take a look. If we zoom out here, we can quickly take a look and see what the dollar is doing. Dollar is basically flat on the day. And again, the dollar here, you have resistance right up here. This continues to be resistance. And the dollar has pulled back just a little bit off of that high pivot from a couple days ago, but nonetheless, still a strong move up in the dollar in recent weeks. FXY, which is the yen, down slightly after a nice move. And look at this long-term yen chart, just a major meteoric decline. I picked up the yen on Friday down here, and so far having a nice gain on it. Yesterday we had a beautiful reversal. Today a pause day. Should be setting up for another move up. All right, at least that's what the charts are telling me. All right, a couple other charts out there. The FXE, which is the euro. And the euro has been pummeled in the last week or two, although it's still trading right around a double bottom here. If you take this area right here, just draw that line across, you can clearly see a little bit of a double bottom. Gold had a huge reversal yesterday. Today it's giving back a fair amount of that move up. And again, you could clearly see the reversal yesterday on the daily chart, and today it's up off the lows, but still down about $2 on the GLD. With that, miners, this is the GDX, miners are pulling back a little bit as well. Now, as long as on the GLD, let's take a look at the GLD again, which is the gold ETF. As long as you don't close below this low here, this could actually be an inside bar. So you wouldn't actually say that just because it's giving back a bunch of what it gained yesterday that it's bearish. In fact, based on the chart here, it's not bad at all and could actually bode positively. So we'll watch that very closely towards the end of the day and into the next few days and see how it plays out. JP Morgan Chase, guys. JPM is trading around the 53.20 level. What's interesting about JP Morgan is that if you go back to 2007, let me flip to the weekly chart, JPM has now pierced the all-time high from 2007. Think about 2007, how things were. JPM has now pierced that high. That's a major double top. Major double top. Today, another stock having a great day, Home Depot. Home Depot, look at the weekly chart on Home Depot. Look at this run. I mean, here's your low in 2009, but even just from this low in 2011, look at this run up. So that's the weekly. If we flip to the daily, here's the daily chart. And nice little move to the upside on Home Depot as it continues to stretch and move higher. I'm looking for at least a move up to about $80 on this, and then which is about $1 away or so, and then it could actually go higher. So I mean, it's by no means a buy, but I wouldn't be ready to short it just yet since there are no signals on the short side. All right. A couple other charts out there. Silver today getting a little bit of a pullback as well after that big reversal. That's coming right back in, although still above that low. So same thing applies to this chart as the GLD. Unless it closes below that wide range bar, that green candle, then you would not look at it in a bearish phase. You'd still keep it in a bullish phase. What else do we want to look at here? USO is trading down 30 cents. The USO continues to kind of hover here. Let me just redraw this candle in. And again, you want to connect these highs all the way through. And interestingly enough, you can see where we're trading. We're basically trading right into this area here, connecting these previous pivot highs. And again, that's a major resistance that has been pierced, but really not necessarily broken, at least not substantially. All right. IBM today up $1.50, so IBM pushing up. Here you can see IBM near this little pivot high from a few days ago. If it continues up, I have another resistance around the 210 and a quarter level, and then after that, you're going to have a move up to about 212. All right, amazing move up on IBM. In such a short time to see IBM gain this much back after ugly earnings is really something to behold, and very impressive, frankly. All right, a couple other stocks in motion. Here you have Chevron. Chevron continues to move up beautifully and even pushing and making new. This is new all-time highs on Chevron, folks. And again, even if you connect this upper trend line here, let me just show you here. So if you draw this upper trend line in, it's still above that level and holding. Now, the big key on Chevron is going to be when it breaks that trend line back to the downside. That's when you know it probably will get bearish. As long as it stays up here, they could keep it up for a while, especially in this market environment where everything wants to go up, it seems. Everything. Okay, Exxon's having a good day as well. Goldman's up $2.40. Nice move on Goldman. Goldman could be headed, and if Goldman continues up here, there's a small chance that you could see Goldman all the way up here before it really runs into major resistance. Now, there is some other key levels coming into play. There's one right here at 163 that's just about $2 away. This is a little bit of a pivot that probably has a short-term resistance to it, but that's number one. Then you have number two, but the big one, again, is around the 175, the third one up. Okay, so one resistance, two resistance, three resistance. This one's the big one. Okay, taking a look at a couple other stocks out there. Let's just go through. How's Caterpillar doing today? Yeah, Caterpillar's still so weak. I mean, it's had a good bounce, but I mean, up 12 cents today is not a very good showing. Had a great bounce off this little bit of a necktie down here, but not too much there. Deere trading down on the day, actually, so a little weakness in Deere on the day. Schlumberger up about 19 cents, not that big of a move. And these are a bunch of these stocks that just went over are kind of ones that are they're not really performing as you'd expect in this type of market environment. Boeing on the other hand has had an amazing run up, and again today the stock's only up 17 cents, but it's still a very nice run. All right, Facebook, take a quick look at Facebook. Facebook, again, such a poor performer. Here the market is hitting new all-time highs every single day almost, and Facebook's been coming down almost every single day. Today down 5 more cents. Now, it's not a big drop, but just the fact that the market's up and this is down is obviously a negative for this stock. It shows weakness. All right, a couple other things to quickly look at here. Apple down $2.75. Let's flip over to that one. And this one had a great bounce off my 420 level, which was awesome. And again, many members here at In The Money Stocks made some good money. But as I said before, it's a weak bounce. All right, as soon as this market turns around, we do get some sort of pullback, which, again, who knows when that'll be, maybe never, but at some point, obviously, it has to do that. Nothing goes straight up, nothing goes straight down. This should turn around. And the fact, again, is Apple's down $2.50 today. If it's down in an up market, it tells us overall weakness. If the market were to turn to the downside, you would expect downside on Apple, at least decent downside at that. All right, guys, have a great afternoon, great evening. I will talk to you all soon. Come join us here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. Get the premium analysis, trade alerts, proprietary strategies, videos on the daily. We got market reports every day. You name it, it's here. Join the research center. That's for swing traders and investors to get and make money in this market. Take care.